right. Looks like we're starting.
I'm share it on my people.
Let me just check the sound real quick.
Where is that link? Oh, okay, it came up. You got a.
Just have to make sure that everything's going. All right.
Yeah, I can see it going.
Looks
It's
like
good.
we're starting.
I'm share it on my people.
Okay, sounds good. Just check the sound.
Wait, are you using Linux? Is that why you can see, like, you're able to actually screen capture the motherfucking Hangouts window?
Am I using Linux? No.
You're using just regular Windows.
Yeah, just using regular Windows.
Then how the fuck? What version of OBS you got?
The latest one.
That's bullshit. Because I still wasn't able to capture the Hangouts window. It won't let me capture the anything from Chrome.
Because I could capture any type of window.
Yeah, I tried
Hangouts,
that.
have
Yeah,
a
it won't
pop-up
let me
chat.
capture the Hangout window from Google Chrome. It won't let me do that.
That's strange.
I heard what you was about to say. Just say it. Just say it. Go ahead. Just say it. Well, that's you.
I said it's strange.
Oh, that's what you said?
That's what I said. Wait, hold on. How's my sound coming out? My sound's good?
Good. Everything sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's cool.
Okay.
All right, get this shit cracking, man. What's the topic?
Topic, pretty much men living in a gynocentric world, trying to navigate the.
Number one, no, you're talking about exactly why we're here, but how about you say what the topic actually is?
Well, it's Saturday. Everybody knows that.
All right, the topic is Saturday. Trav.
Saturday.
Go with it. It's Saturday.
Saturday, the day where I go get Italian food, stay out for a little while, and try not to get too stressed. But stress, yeah, we can talk about stress.
Stress,
Saturday,
man.
Yeah, Saturday's the day off. Saturday's the day you're supposed to get your laundry done, play games
which
all
technically
day.
is a lie.
Yeah.
It technically is a lie, though. If you pay attention to a lot of the history on the work days, Saturday literally is actually supposed to be a part of the work week too.
Yeah.
Well, some guys actually Saturday is work day, like myself.
Saturday, yeah. People in retail work Saturdays, and
retail is a shitty place for a man. If you're a man and you're all happy because you're a manager in retail, you're probably a simp.
Yeah.
But
you need to just really realize what you're doing and how it doesn't make sense.
You're gonna have a female boss in retail too, and it's just gonna fucking irritate.
Well, no, they're trying to actually make retail all female bosses. Period. It's just all women. Period. Really.
Yeah.
Just like a lot of jobs out there, they try to make all female, and they don't take into account like the 7 million men.
Oh, Trav, remember I was telling you about that one bitch who was getting on my nerves in my job and shit like that?
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, she ended up moving somewhere else because she didn't realize the requirements were stepping up for that position. Where you didn't get to sit around and just try to do paperwork and lounge around. No, that's not how it went. Because remember, I work in production, so your money, they changed it. Because remember, I was saying, hell no, I ain't gonna take no higher position because that'll affect my money. I make more than a lot of them motherfuckers do anyway. Yeah. And the thing, what she was trying to hope on was that she would just try to fuck over some of the quote unquote underlings and shit. And my thing, that shit wasn't flying. So she just basic women tactics. They run into a meritocracy, they don't know what the fuck to do. So they try to just jump off somewhere else.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm out of here, bitches. Suck my dick. Yeah, women.
I thought it was funny, honestly, but as far as the workforce goes, for a lot of young men especially, I'll tell you like this, and this may seem fucked up, but I'm trying to tell you, if you're like 16 or something like that, or around that age, 16 to 18, you never really had a job like that, get your ass in some retail experience. And my thing is, because I want you to see how these women really are, and I want you to see that work environment with the simps and all that. My thing is just keep your nose clean, if you know what I mean. Keep your goddamn nose clean, work hard and all that shit, and see how it really goes. See what really works on. And my thing is, what you'll notice is people don't expect hardworking males in places anymore. They really don't. I'm sorry. a lot of guys like, no, but what America, bro? I'm like, sorry, bro. Look around you. I'm 28 and I complain about motherfuckers around my age or younger and they work ethic and the shit they do because they don't want to work. They've literally adopted the female attitude. I'm just get famous and rich, and I'm just be a lazy motherfucker. I'm like, dude, you're a man. You know, and this ain't on no servitude shit. You're designed literally to work really intensely and hard for a really good portion of your life, and it helps it and benefits the shit out of you. My thing is, you just need to steer yourself towards what you see beneficial, what you like, what actually is something you're passionate and interested in, and keep maintaining that. That mental and physical workload, bro. That'll help you. RP, man.
RP. Monologue.
RP monologue.
Oh man, I don't know if that's a good idea, man. It's like don't necessarily have to be in that position in order to see how females are nowadays. All you need to do is just like pick up the paper or watch the TV, and you see exactly what goes on. And,
man, you got to remember how much cognitive dissonance is floating around and being told to these lot of motherfuckers, and disconnects and all the bullshit reinforcement of negative behavior with positive affirmation. It's consistent out there. It's constant, and a lot of these guys are taught those behavioral attitudes. So basically, they'll negative behavior through a female or any other male, or just basically people, period, is supposed to be rewarded with positive affirmations of the negative behavior to have a result that's different than the actual absolute result of that negative behavior. And that literally is something that's consistently happening within. It's just a mentality that's being spread around all over.
Yeah, but the worst thing that any man could do is try and learn from a female how they're supposed to be.
Well, that's what they're trying to do. See, my thing is, you forget what I'm talking about is basically the not affirmation, but the reinforcement, basically, of positive affirmation through negative behavior. And so, in reality, the female's behavior is actually indicative of negative behavior, and so that's being looked at as basically positive behavior, which it isn't. That's more hedonistic, lazy, parasitic, and there's a shit ton of different avenues down that. But we all know what it really is. Women are dependents. So they're basically trying to have those who are not to be dependents look towards the dependents for behavioral cues. And of course, attitudes on social behaviors, which causes a huge issue, and it's really fucked up. Because then you have these males displaying those behavioral traits and actions while hoping for the same outcome, as if it was a regular norm.
Well, it's not going to happen because the difference is that they're men and they're trying to mimic female behavior. They're not going to get the same effect.
RB, could you turn your mic up a little bit? Like, goddamn.
It's all the way up, man.
You can preset the...
Yeah, there's a volume control on the side.
Volume control. You got controls, yeah.
Yeah, it's all the way up.
It's all the way up? Really? Okay.
All right, that's cool. But yes, basically, so it's becoming an issue, and I see a lot of these young men, they display a lot of these behavioral traits of the females, and they get affirmation from the females of their behavior. And then literally, so basically these young men who aren't dependents, they shouldn't be. In a sense, if we pay attention to guidance and development of young men, they should be at, like, literally a 16-year-old young man should be able to tell you and show you certain things he's learned through skills that are going to prosper him in the future towards his own self-reliance. But my thing is, it's come to the point where they're teaching these young men to look towards guidance and behavioral reinforcement and affirmation from females, which is bullshit. That doesn't make any goddamn sense because you're literally showing someone who's not a dependent how to be a dependent, and you're reinforcing that. You're making it seem as if that's the norm, which is a complete lie. They know it's a lie. That's why a lot of guys, a lot of people. I'm just saying people. I see women say this. Oh, I don't understand. You don't. Of why these young men are lashing out in the ways they are. Why they seem so lost. And you know, I was sitting back to them like, why does it seem like there's so many dumber dudes? What the fuck is going on? It's not that they're dumb, it's just they're lost because that type of thinking that they're being shown to, it doesn't add up in their minds. They're like that.
It gets apathy. It becomes apathy. They become apathetic towards the world, and I think it's a problem in MGTOW too. A lot of these guys come in. They've had breakups. They've noticed the world. They notice how things are getting worse and worse and worse, and they get apathetic towards it. Instead of getting motivated to become their own individual selves, they get apathetic towards that. Now you can turn that, and you know, I always say, take all that rage, take all that anger, and turn it turn it outwards towards the world, and turn it into something good. Turn it into a motivational tool.
I think the issue about that is you have to remember the constant reoccurring influence or steering. I'll just say steering because I don't remember the actual word for it. Steering that's happening is for them to constantly defer to the female. Right. Constantly defer to the female approval, the female affirmation, all that. And also, basically, it's what they want is they want men to feel like they're not an authority figure in their own lives. Right. On any life period. They want them to actually feel like the woman is the female authority or the authority figure in anyone's life. In fact,
it's like the absolute authority.
Which my thing is that leads to nothing but chaos and complete bullshit.
Right, yeah.
And my thing is, within chaos, maybe I was being a little bit too vague there. What you see is, as Trav was saying earlier, apathetic males, lethargic males, males who literally they see no reason to go forward in any goal-oriented task, or in fact they have no clue what how to accomplish any critical thinking, problem-solving situations, or to even want to deal with any high stress or pressure situations, because in reality they're taking on those attributes of who they have been deferred to as the authority figures in their life, who are not great demonstrations of actual attributes or abilities that males should show or behavioral characteristics.
Yeah,
so it becomes to the point where they're so misinformed, they're so misled that they don't trust anybody and they hate everyone. And it's not even really hate. They use the word hate, but it's not hate. They're just angry at everyone because they can't trust any goddamn one.
Right. So, they get a nihilistic attitude then about everything. You know, you see that subjectiveness. Everything's subjective. Everything's nihilistic. I can't please anybody anyways. You know?
Yeah. So it comes to the point where a lot of people, they're trying to strike at this issue like, no, they just need more female influence. And I'm like, no. Stop lying to them more. That's not how men work, develop, and grow from adolescence to the actual self-sufficient male. That's not it. And they keep trying to say, no, they need their mother. That's a lie. We all know that's a lie.
No, they need to figure out how to make decisions, do things on their own, pay bills, whatever it needs to, you need to do in this world. Get motivated to, have a better future,
Yes, and that's the reason why the absence of male guidance, actual male guidance, not the female affirmation and acceptance squad that we call Sims, but we're working on a new word for that.
Yeah, we got to come up
because it's really getting very disturbing at this point. Because at a certain point, it seems like we've literally a lot of guys are equating MGTOW with nothing but catchphrases and shit like that. That's not what it is. These phrases were literally made for the men who actually talk to each other, who understand it. So it'd be simply communicated more. Right. So the conversation will go faster.
Right. Yeah. That's we first came up with all these words. All the words have meanings. I always say that words have meanings, and to the to the outside viewer, they may not have no meanings, but to us, there's a whole theology behind some things we say. And,
Yes. And so at a certain point, I wish a lot of guys would understand that when it comes down to it, there's a reason why, and it goes even more than that. It goes down to the medical science part of it, why females are not supposed to be delved into the raising and guiding of a male youth towards him basically obtaining self-sufficiency, skills, critical learning, critical thinking. Well, technically going to learning, problem solving, and just the simple aptitude of survival within whatever environment he's supposed to be adapted to. Literally, there's supposed to be a what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with a C. Capable. Yes, there we go. Capable role model or guider there to actually imbued, and it doesn't even be all skills. My thing is, jack of all trades means a master of nothing. But my thing is, it's supposed to be basically there. That's the reason why for a long time ago, majority of teachers were male. It's because males are great at teaching, they're great at guiding, and it's already in males instinctually to do those things. As far as women, let's look at it. Well, the women are just fucking the boys. They're like, well, the men were fucking the women. How many though? It wasn't like what you're talking about.
And every
it wasn't that high.
Of them got in trouble with the law, and they're dealt with accordingly. But these women are running around, multiple offenses, time after time. They go to court, they get let out, and they still do the same thing.
Is there something?
Up his mic? Yeah, give me control.
Is there some way else to, like up his mic and volume?
I know it's all the way up, man.
Is the mic right next to you? Is that what's going on? Like
the mic is next to you. Do you have settings on your mic?
The mic is right next to me.
Okay.
All right, can you just speak a little louder or something? Oh,
jeez, man.
All right, look.
Well, if I speak louder, I'll reverb
talk like mouses for the rest of the stream. I'll just talk like mouses for the rest of the stream. I don't know.
Here, let me see what I could do.
Yeah, just try to up that volume. Go to your system volume and see if you can just get a little boost on that.
It goes above 100. There we go.
Yeah, it might be down.
How's that?
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay, right yeah. I just boosted up 200%. So.
There we go.
I didn't know. Right. I didn't know I could do that.
How did you not? I thought you was a fucking PC tech dude. Man, what's wrong with you?
Hey, well, I never looked at that one setting.
Yeah, you lost a shit ton of tech credit right now.
Okay, I'm gonna put it up to 300 so I can yell.
I'm telling JK better. Too. I'm already messaging him right now.
No, he's already watching. He hasn't said anything yet.
He's waiting for you to fuck up. He's waiting for him to fuck up. You're gonna die snowboarding and burn inside.
But the volume's okay. There's no like static or anything like that.
No, it's good. It's good.
Now you can equalize it in your control panel now.
Oh come on! I like it like this now.
No, that's good. It's good. Ain't nobody gonna wish for gold, you know.
Yeah,
this is good, you know. Let's get these streams, you know. Let's get them and go them accordingly, and then we'll just build further on from there.
Yeah. Did you buy a snowball, Mike?
Snowball? No.
Okay. I thought you bought a snowball.
No. I still haven't ordered a headset yet. I was looking at them. I can't decide on what kind of headphone combination.
If you don't just choose one,
it might be easier, man. Because I'm looking at all these options. It's like I don't know.
The Logitech speaker mic. That's a good sounding mic.
No, he's going for the headset. Remember?
Yeah, because I'm looking for like a headset and microphone. Right, so something I could use so where I can hear everything. I got a
Cinti. I don't know what model it is. In fact, a lot of times I forget that there's LEDs on the side of this bitch. So it's like a $60 gaming headset. And yeah, I ain't heard no complaints. I remember one person tried to tell me my shit sounded shitty. and they were just mad because I was shitting on PUAs. So I know why they said it to me.
Yeah, it's not the sound; it's what you're saying. That's a shitty, whole shitty.
This I remember I saw a comment one time that said motherfucking SFL. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I did do great work. Thank you.
How come these guys never come around when there's Fight Club or anything, man?
Oh, because they don't want to deal with the fact that I'm going to tell them to come in and talk to me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Just having a nice civil conversation.
I have no reason to stammer, stutter, or fuck up, or freeze, or anything, because everything you're going to say, guess what? All the things I'm saying, no, I'm not pretending. Yeah, literally, these are my thoughts. These are right off the brain, off the cuff. I've been around MGTOW for, it's hitting damn near like 4 years at this point. And yeah, all the things I'm talking about, yes, I do purely believe in them. And not to a point of like, cult-wise, but no, to the point where I know there's truth in all the shit. I don't say anything that's a falsity.
Mm-hmm.
I think about what I'm saying before I say it, and if I'm wrong, correct me, please. If there's information to correct me, yes, believe me, I will listen to it. Because I don't want to be giving out bad information. Now, some people don't like that. That's not our problem. The thing is, you don't like reality. That's on you, not me. The thing is you're sitting there like, oh, but I want my hugs and my feelings and rainbows. Well, I don't give a fuck. You can cut that shit. That's not how it works. Now, if you want hugs, feelings, and rainbows, there's a lot of communities that, in fact, they got the bronies. Those guys love hugs and kisses and rainbows. Yeah. You go over there. Now, if you want to actually dwell in reality and the actual presence of what really things are, and especially what you are, then cool, we can do that. I don't do character attacks. I don't do any of that. I don't demonize a person. No, but what you're saying, yes, I will go after what you're saying with everything that I know that is a falsity or bullshit or fallacy about it. Now, is that an issue? Shouldn't be. I thought that's why I see a lot of guys try to do that all the time. Except they go into the character assassination part. I don't need to attack the character. You're a human being just like I am. You're a man just like I am. We can talk about what we said, the message we're trying to put forth, and we can go at that. That'd be nice, right? Yeah. An actual male discussion.
Yeah, basically come
That's
in.
That's what I'm after.
Yeah, basically come in, talk about the topics, try and get your point across, and just leave out the feelings.
Exactly. But a lot of guys don't want to do that. They want to get caught in their feels. You talked about my mama. No, I actually talked about all women. Just because your mom has to be part of that doesn't mean that you need to start lashing out like a little bitch. Now, man the fuck up and stop being a little hoe.
They're missing the point when we talk about like generalizations.
Generalizations literally come to a point because you can't talk about every single incremental incident or every single thing.
Yeah. We'll be sitting here talking all day about every single case.
It wouldn't be all day. Your discussion would literally last for months on years on end. At a certain point, you would eventually come to a conclusion at the end that you could have reached far sooner.
Yeah.
The thing is, a lot of people don't understand. And I know some people go, oh, the human language is living. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah,
there's a reason why a lot of things became efficient within communication as far as verbally. And it's because to shorten those extensive things that would take so long. There's a reason why a lot of people don't like politics and shit like that, because they purposely try to manipulate the human language on making it take longer. Because they're not in the game of actually fact, truth, or directly to it. They're extending it because they're actually after a monetary gain from a lot of things. There's a benefit that they're trying to derive out of it that doesn't come from basically intellectual gain or understanding. It literally comes towards monetary pursuit. So they do have to extend it on their own, whichever side they're on, pursuit. And so I look at them all as pieces of shit because my thing is, those things normally actually have to do with the welfare of certain peoples who really need them to make a decision and quit fucking around. But my thing is, they're more worried about their own personal gain than actually the matter at hand. So yeah, they are pieces of shit. I'm sorry for hogging the mic.
No, it's okay. There's no
I don't
problem.
know. We have a lot of fun when we get together.
Yeah. It's no problem. You can talk as long as you like. If you want, if someone wants to interrupt, they'll interrupt. It's no problem. Well, it's a good
My
point.
thing is, I've just been wondering when is somebody gonna come in and because I always like that's why I used to have so much fun with MGTOW Indian because he would correct me when I was wrong. You know what I mean? He didn't give a fuck. He was like, SFM, wait, hold, SFM, shut up, motherfucker.
Well, you know what happened is that with your discussion with MGTOW Indian, you got to be a better person yourself.
Yeah, I mean, when number one, out of here's the crazy thing, out of all the motherfuckers I messaged, when my channel was when my channel was new and I had no streams at all, out of everybody I messaged, he was literally the only one to actually show up. Nobody else showed up. I messaged a shit ton of channels. He was the only one to show up who wanted to talk, which actually proved what I was talking about. Because literally, if anybody remembers, I talked about literally all these guys doing this MGTOW shit and everything. And Trav knows what I'm talking about. I was so foolish. I thought everybody was talking to each other. I thought everybody was behind the scenes just hanging out talking. No, that's not what was going on. And I found out when I did all that messaging, like, no, they weren't talking. Nobody was talking. And Angry MGTOW proved even more with his like shitty, shillish, just.
He also puts on an act too.
Like he's got all these teenagers just sitting there like, Angry MGTOW, just can I talk to you? And no, let me in the stream. I need to talk. I got some questions. And he's like, yeah, I'll take your $700, but no, you can't come in here. I'm gonna ignore you. I'm like, piece of shit. I thought you were trying to help them. Why don't you fucking help people? Fuck. So you take the money and they got questions and you supposedly have some great valid information that can help them and you don't give it to them? So, oh yeah, that's how you help, right? Yeah, that makes sense, right? I. And so my thing is that really, that put a fire on the ass that pissed me off straight like a motherfucker. And so, literally, again, messaged all these, and I'm sitting there like not really getting messages back, you know what I mean? And I got some, and then so I did my streams with MGTOW Indian. I guess they wanted to make sure I wasn't a troll or something like that. And then so after that, I just kept messaging more people to talk to, because I wanted to know what it was. You know, I had you know when you're a young male, you got certain thoughts. They're like, the girl hits you, don't hit you back. But you're like, no, I should hit this bitch. Nah, why the fuck? Doesn't make sense. Why the fuck did she get to hit me? I don't get to hit her back. Number one, you told me don't let nobody assault me, but somehow this motherfucker got special rules. I can't assault her. Well, she just clearly assaulted the shit out of me. And my thing is, injustice will always make people the most pissed off. My thing is, the clarification between the clarification between actual injustice and straight up bullshit.
It's not even just injustice. It's actually a double standard. What's going on?
You don't think a double standard is injustice? Think about it.
Yeah, it is injustice, and we're.
Why do you think males at an early age are pissed off about it? They're sitting there like, no, that's bullshit. That don't make sense.
Yeah, we're liable as men to say these things too. It's part of your duty as a citizen. If you see injustice in your country, a democratic country such as Canada or America, it's part of your duty to say something. That's part of the social contract that we're supposed to have. But we've even eliminated that part of the social contract where men aren't allowed to.
Oh no, we're not. Because actually, that's the truth. That's why you see a lot of these guys mad, and they can't really pinpoint why they're mad. Like Paul Elam. Paul Elam was mad but he still wants to go along with the whole game and everything that's going on. See, it took me a while to figure out Paul Elam, but I got it completely. I'm like, oh, I get it. He's pissed off.
He wants to play the game, and part of the game is including women equally on men's rights.
Which is not equally, because in reality, that double standard falls in because you're not. Here's the thing: as a man, you're going to lose.
Right.
Yeah.
You're automatically going to lose, and he's pissed off about the injustice, but he still wants to play the game.
Yeah, and then you know how that works. It's 50-50, and then all of a sudden you're giving back because you're...
No, it's not 50-50. My thing is, in reality, you get about 20%.
20%, yeah.
And they get 80.
Yeah, that's how it always works out, because it starts at 50-50, and then you end up biting.
No, it never starts at 50-50. We all know. Let's be honest. In the truth, it's like hiring a female employee. It's not 50-50. See, it was supposed to start out where she basically gets like this small amount of percentage through her pay, through her work, and everything like that. The next thing you know, a lawsuit comes in, and next thing you know, this bitch owns the company.
Yeah.
So it never started out even equal at all.
No.
And even when it wasn't supposed to start out equal,
gynocentrism makes everything lopsided. That's the problem.
Well, my thing is, what a lot of these guys don't get, they complain about certain these double standards, but here's something. In fact, Trav, I'd like you to go more into this topic. It's something we've been talking about before, a little bit earlier. You know, more recently, we've been trying to steer this thing back to what it needs to be, and it's more about the self-discipline of males and the understanding of what it really is, and exactly what it comes down to is it's not that we're like, a lot of guys get it confused. A lot of new guys. They're coming around thinking that we're battling women. That's not what we're battling. And a lot of guys don't get it. We're actually battling ourselves.
We're battling ourselves, right? Because we're the ones that we involve ourselves with gynocentrism. We're the one that's simply, we're the one that's night-sighted. We pull all that stuff back. And then, only then, when you start doing the MGTOW right, and you remove yourself from that, and you disassociate yourself from all that garbage and all your behaviors. It's not her behavior, it's your behavior. And then it starts 50-50. And that's when you start seeing the true reality of things. It was, you know, it's no longer I'm going to pick up a box just because I'm a nice guy for her. Is those long line of boxes that you're going to end up picking up will break your back. So yeah, it's your behavior. It's not doing those things. It's not setting yourself up for failure. You know, and that starts with self-control. So that's what I say. Gynocentric is tenacious in itself because it expects the. It's like wanting your cake and eating it too. We discussed this one day. Are you guys still here?
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
Yeah. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. That's where it becomes 25%. You start with 50-50, and then they want your cake. You want to eat it too. You want all the goodies and the benefits of this equal society. But equality is subjective to what you can get sometimes, and it doesn't become a true equality because of gynocentrism. But men, start controlling yourselves and pull yourself back off of that stuff. Don't do those things, and then at least you're safe.
Oh yeah, no, I actually want to talk about the whole aspect of the withdrawal period. See, a lot of guys don't understand when they come around, they're displaying those withdrawal symptoms completely. And I sit there and I listen, and that's when I cut it off. That's what I'll like some new guys. Sometimes in between studying, I might see something pop up. You know that little G+ notification that pops up?
Yeah.
Sometimes I might see that, and I just look like, all right, okay, let me find. Apparently, they might be sharing the video for a reason. Let me look, and I'm sitting like, all right, well, no. This motherfucker clearly has some issues with the withdrawal from it. He can't resist, and he doesn't want to let go of a lot of those chemical highs and everything. And it goes like those neurons that wire together, fire together. That actually goes down to a lot of neurology. When it comes down to their brains are still going on that whole reward position of those interactions. And they need that to keep going on, because otherwise there's no normality with it. Without it, I mean.
You see that cat today that I put up there, that M.E. Howard or whatever his name was?
Oh no, I didn't get to check him today, but I'm talking about the days I do be checking him sometimes.
Yeah, he's going back to his wife now. He's like, MGTOW, I'm not.
Oh, you mean, oh yeah, M.H. Irvin. Yeah, that's the guy. Literally, I didn't like. Literally, he put a video, and he said he was trying to. A lot of people didn't get. He was never MGTOW. In fact, he was insulting MGTOW from the moment he came around. In fact, if you ever checked in on any of his videos, you'd know that he was actually trying to give game to MGTOW. I'm not even bullshitting. If you paid attention to his videos, he just thought that a lot of dudes needed game, and him himself was trying to freshen up on game. Because in his mind, if he could just game up his wife, it'll all be good. And I'm sitting there like, nigga, with the position you hold and everything, she was trying to see if she could do better. She just wanted to see if you would try to make more money.
Yeah. Now he's going back, and he's like, oh,
he's an idiot
for me.
Like that's more of a PUA angle that he was going from, not a MGTOW.
You didn't get what I was saying. See, my thing is, if I actually message him to this or even try to have a conversation with him, he'd deny it, because in his mind, all those chemical highs and romanticism would make him think it's something else, make him think that he did something special, through I changed myself for her. And I'm like, well, technically you did and technically you didn't. So you might have changed your demeanor and attitude, but in reality, she was out already hunting to see if she could do better and get something better than the stationary dude she had already. And for a lot of guys who don't know, when I say stationary dude, I mean the home-based guy. The guy they know they get to come back to while they even still get to go out and fuck with whoever they want.
Oh, man.
And so my thing is, what he didn't get was, number one, the only things you could have did for her to come back to you was make more money.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know, beat up a dude she was with who she thought could perform better than you. I mean, other than that,
like be more of a simp.
Nigga, you didn't do anything. It was all her. She went out, and guess what? She got rejected.
Yeah, she gamed you.
Yeah, that's it. And he's sitting there trying to give game to MGTOW. I'm like, what are you talking about?
But that's what always happens in PUA. I seen it with the what is it? The kings of whatever they think.
Return of Kings. Return of the Klings.
The Klings.
The
yeah.
Klings.
First it was Strauss's we're gonna game the world, and then then next they're talking about, well, we can have girlfriends, and the next we're talking about long-term relationships like Raleigh Tomasio, and then the next thing I know is like, I'm getting engaged, and see how I gamed this world. It's like, you didn't game shit.
Come on, hold on. This is what I laugh about a lot, because I
got the one.
No, you didn't. And here's what I laugh about a lot. It's like I sit there, like I remember I've had these thoughts when I was younger. It's like every single thought that you've had, how many other motherfuckers in this world do you think they had already?
Millions of them.
Yeah.
So my thing is, when you have a thought, how original do you think you really are? Do you think there's nobody? I remember I walked into a doppelganger with a similar fucking first name one day. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? This is some bullshit.
Yeah, in reality, they just moonwalked their asses backwards to the fucking plantation.
Well, the thing is, because they don't understand, Art. So when it comes down to like the
Michael
government
Jackson.
being,
he looks like he's walking forward, but he's going backwards.
It's quite simple. So when it comes down to the government being it's not for operational entity. Do you think that they don't got like a shit ton of different minds, especially educated, well-experienced minds, making sure that they catching every step? This is what a lot of guys don't get. Where I see these dudes like they're gonna game the system. We're gonna fuck over the government. We're gonna do all that. I'm like, you think they're not ready for that? You think they ain't put everything in place? You think everything's not right there where they know where your mind, body, and brain is going? Hell, my thing is, so many dudes are so stupid, they literally started saying red pill women. I'm like, motherfucker, are you out of your fucking mind?
We've seen a few examples of that this week. The guys coming out with the red pill women's, and they're going to explain the shit to us.
And I'm sitting there like, whoa, hold up, bro. Number one, I don't give a fuck what you feel about women's involvement and how it's going, but my thing is they are a key tool for male enticement to any type of labor or enslavement. They literally are. The truth is, they've known it through all our history. Like, yo, as long as we get these dudes some pussy, they'll do whatever we want.
Actually, it's even just the idea of maybe getting some.
Yep.
They don't actually get it
from the beginning.
Yeah, remember the studies, Trav. All it takes is just a male thinking a woman's watching him, or just the idea of mating and his IQ, bam, that shit just fucks up.
Points.
Yeah. There's kind of a false equivocation between they got the girl they want now, she's in the wall and everything. That has nothing to do with changing gynocentrism.
Nope.
Gynocentric over here, you're over here, you got your Nawalt and everything, but at any moment you could do the same thing. Even if you didn't do all that gaming and all that bullshit, she could still do this.
All right. Let's break it down into baby words for these fucking retards. Let's not even use the word gynocentrism. All right. In reality, here's how it goes. So biologically, through nature, to basically facilitate mating, men put themselves in a more competing nature to basically spread their genetic DNA onto a female. Now, Briefolt's law was actually 100% accurate for a reason, because number one, females, within a sense, do define the terms of relationship, but as far as it goes, females have their own instinct for trying to gather genetic material and reproduce with the fittest male. That's the reason why females will actually induce or facilitate male competition or tournamenting, because actually women like tournamenting, because if they feel if the weaker male's dead, then he's out of the gene pool, they enjoy it. So a lot of guys don't seem to understand that there's no such thing as fooling those instincts, because they're literally right there. See, you can peacock and mimic certain traits, but in reality, genes don't lie. In fact, pheromones don't lie, which has actually been proven that women can and have even admitted themselves, yeah, that's something they pretty much go off of. It's why you'll notice that a man like Trav, number one, he'll actually get a woman wanting to go ahead and reproduce with him, like it's already happened, and start a family with him and protect and provide.
Okay.
Do we lose
That's
him?
a whole other thing, because no, I'm talking to the kids now. RP, shut up. So what you need to understand is that part of it also goes into the thing of incentive. See, the woman has incentive initially to do those things on a biological level. Now, when there's an incentive that she can basically override those instincts and ignore them, just the way males ignore some of their instincts, that means she'll get a better payoff, short-sightedly, to ditch or kill that man and go and just get a payout and live off of the system. Mm-hmm. This is for all the kids out there who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Apparently, a lot of jackasses are coming around. And so what happens is she's going to regret that decision, because nature works in a funny way of knowing what's better for us than we think we know what's better for us. So within nature, the reason why the woman was supposed to be with the male was for basically that of procreation and that of protection and provision, because when they get old and busted, we all know what old and busted is, right? Yep. See, males don't get really old and busted like that as they take care of themselves, but women, they get old and busted really fast. And so that male's supposed to be there and be basically sort of like chemically, just drawn and attached. And then it even goes down to a psychological level, because that's the reason why women are better at psychological manipulation. And it was literally helps the women in the long run. So you don't got a whole bunch of old haggardly bitches running around annoying everybody and fucking up society and roadways. And so what's happened is they gave them a short-term incentive. So now the women are taking this early on and they're hopping on the system, but they're not understanding that that is literally paid by individual males. And so they're thinking that it's free and endless money from the government, but no, it's actually from every individual male out there. So STD rates rise, single motherhood rises, literally all these just crazy ass young dudes who have no clue what the hell they're doing in life, their hormones, their feelings, any of this shit. They want to seek out guidance, but then they want to just hate on males because of their single mother influence. And yeah, we're here now. That was I tried to bring it there, but I lost a couple words and I didn't want to stop. So
okay, you were trying to find them words.
That was pretty close. I'm eventually I'm gonna fix it and make that just like, "Hi, MGTOW kids."
We used to do a video like that. MGTOW kids.
Hi, MGTOW kitties.
They could dress up as like
learn you something.
A big dinosaur was just, "Hey, MGTOW kids." Oh, hey, gather around. Oh.
No, literally that probably would just immediately cause flagging. Like, that's not even a good idea. It's not a good idea at all. It sounds good on paper, but when you act it out, nah. It's like, nah.
Yeah, well, dress up as a big frog. I am traversable frog.
All right, don't do that.
Let's not go down that route.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole that does not need to be just dived into. Fuck that. Let's just stick where we're at because we're good where we're at.
There's a plethora of animals out there you can.
No.
When we talk about women, one of the animals we like to compare them to. Hold on.
We do puppet shows too.
Is
the bit I just did.
We talk about chameleons. We talk about chameleons, right?
That bit. Honestly, I think if we work on that bit, that could be a good ass fucking intro.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Now let me explain to you what's going on. Hey, look, I know a lot of guys are MGTOW kids, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's really, man. See, my thing is, why do we keep talking to these dudes like they actually are on our level or understand? That's the stupidest shit in the world we've been doing. They don't get it. They don't know.
No, that's what Sandman's for.
No, but they keep trying to skip around Sandman.
Yeah, entry level.
A lot of motherfuckers get they think they're so smart. No, I need advanced level shit. Where's it at? It's like, you don't want to go there.
Yeah,
don't go there.
Yeah, they stay on entry level.
Yeah, it takes a year or two before man is ready for
stay on entry
advanced.
level. Don't, because my thing is, that's where you get the motherfuckers who come around my channel and they mad at what happened. I'm like, what do you think was gonna happen? I literally started off with saying, yo, if you just watch some Sandman shit, don't bring your ass around here. You're not supposed to come around here. I watched Sandman a day ago. Well, then you need to stay over at Sandman or something.
Yeah, let me
go watch some Spat Nads, some Barbarossa, some shit like that. Don't bring your ass around here like that.
Let me talk about the chameleon monkey branchers.
Wait, what? Chameleon monkey branch. All right. You're trying to make up a thing, and I'm sitting here like, you're just saying women. That's all you're saying, and you're trying to make it sound better. Like it's more advanced or something, but it's not advanced. And then they come around, they get mad at us because we shit on them. It's like, what else did you expect to happen?
Yeah, that whole chameleon thing is wrong. It's just so wrong. It's just I can't.
No, because my thing is they've been trying to find the right word for it, and I don't actually have the right word for it myself, but I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's interspecific human mimicry. It has everything to do with why Darla was going with the groups in Fight Club. Interspecific human mimicry. That's what women do. They go to the groups. They try to get the resources from the group. Now the chameleon, they'll say, well, the women use makeup and stuff. No, that's neoteny. So interspecific human mimicry.
Yeah, neoteny, they're fucking up because number one, neoteny is a natural aspect in the first goddamn.
Yeah, I know. Neoteny is a different thing. They're adding, the interspecific human mimicry with the neoteny, and they're doing what they do. They're trying to gain resources. That's what it's about.
Well, like I said before, when if you want to see who's the the whole old bit in those old cartoons about the water finder. Well, just go ahead and grab a bitch by her goddamn legs and give her some wheels.
Put wheels on that thing.
Yeah, she'll find resources wherever the fuck they are.
Well, that's what it's. Yeah, mainly her instincts. That's what she's a gatherer. That's what she's supposed to do. As soon as you come to the grips with that, she's gathering. She's gathering what? She's gathering resources. Well, no, she's not off gathering fucking potatoes and carrots anymore in the woods. No, she's
which also that goes to speak on a lot of things that would actually happen. Those women literally would go and they would seek and look. And why do you think women would be actually the best spies within a time like that? Well, they wouldn't be really that great of spies because once they get found, what's going to happen to them. But my thing is, they'd actually work in a sense. Like, let's say you want to just lure a sense of information. What do you think What do you think women do? Why do you think like a lot of guys are like, social media turned women this way, and I'm like, you are out of your fucking mind.
You're out of your mind. That's why they've always been that way.
They always have been information gatherers. They've always wanted to know everything that's going on because my thing is, if you think about how. Just pay attention to their past when it comes down to interactions, social groups, and everything like that. Now, yeah, they pay attention to exactly what's going on, the trend and shit like that, and everything, the patterns, and they move accordingly to where they can benefit best.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's a monkey branching, or they move accordingly where they benefit the best, and they're still looking to do that. There's a lot of things in here that you boil down the simple logic with them.
Oh yeah, and just for any of the simple jackasses who swear them down, we're gonna tear SFM and Trav up. Did you realize Trav put on the egghead? He did that. Nobody caught that moment. Yeah. So if you think that we don't know what we're talking about, no, it's pretty easy for us to turn it on, but we just like talking.
Now we talk. Cryptid plays in that they're cryptic. They hide their fertility. Why do they hide their fertility? You have to ask yourself the question: why they hide fertility? Because she wants all the males. How does that work out? All the males in the community become a resource to her. All the males think that.
Oh yeah, and also the whole gangbang thing ain't new.
Yeah, that's she doesn't really want a monogamous.
And it also adds into the whole bad boy thing. See, a lot of guys don't get that. See, with the bad boy, if you think about the whole thing that's supposed to be perpetuated with that, women perpetuate more of it themselves.
That's what social services is about. Social services getting all the men to pay for that baby, and that comes back to you in the form of taxes.
Yep. And why do you think, if you look at social services, who's the main employed there?
The women. Yeah, it's all a very gynocentric organization, planned, organized, and developed to draw the resources out of all the males.
Now, here's the thing that I find a little funny. A lot of guys don't get this aspect of a lot of the misinformation that's going on. See, they're trying to tell you that, oh, yeah, you need to be with one woman and you need to be with for life. Well, technically, that's not a real thing. See, as far as
another game there, that's traditionalism.
As far as it goes, human pair bonding, there's never been anything to prove the groundings of that.
No, that's just a crazy religious game. That girl this morning cracked me up. You see that little Australian girl? She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be I'm not gonna become a feminist because I got religion." Well, and then I thought she has no idea. Back in the 60s and 70s, that all the grant writers, all the women, all the nuns that were very well educated, to get in those positions, you have to be very well educated in the Catholic Church. Them are the women that were writing the grants to get funding for feminism. And that went on until 1992 and 1993, where the government picked up the VAW laws and the social services laws changed.
You know that actually corresponds with a lot of the studies, a lot of the research I was doing that were on female violence, and when it started picking up.
Right around 1993, the VAW Act, there was three major cases. One, I got to witness this. See, I knew a few of these because the actual grant was written down around the corner from here, and I knew one of the females that were working on the grant, and she was a nun. And then I knew I won't mention her. I almost mentioned her name.
No, don't do that.
She was she had the master's. She ran the program. There was two little other nuns there. That's what they did. They wrote, and they wrote very good. I mean, they weren't the bottom of the class writers. The government was saying, write a program for us, and that started on a little building right around the corner for me around here. And
also, number one, I'm gonna have to iterate this fact, because apparently a lot of guys are really stupid, and it's not that you're stupid. It's because you have to understand how words work with your mind and association. See, a lot of people forget that when you say government, you just mean women and men. It's just people.
Yeah, that's why I have to bring up. You know what hippies were. There are certain brands of hippies. Everybody gets this kind of wrong. There are certain brands of hippies back in the 70s and 60s and everything, but there was a religious brand of hippie, and I don't know if you guys never experienced.
I was born in '89. No, I didn't.
Yeah, I got a chance to experience. There was the religious hippie, and that was feminism, and then that was all the nuns getting together. Girls need the rights, and every one of those. Every one of those demonstrations or everything, you always see nuns. I mean, you always see nuns put in there. That money was coming from the Catholic Church and the Methodist Church and everything. So if these people fund that 100%, the churches are on feminism 100%. If she thinks that that's going to help her evade feminism, you're wrong, because that stuff's
there's no woman trying to evade feminism. Let's not fool ourselves.
No, they're not trying to evade.
Let's not play their game, because my thing is their game is basically it's the cloak and dagger.
They're just rewording it underneath the big cloak of traditionalism, and then there's all the crazy.
And let's talk about the other side. Egalitarianism.
And egalitarianism, traditionalism. Yeah, they still want the things. They still want their resources. They still want them to come from somewhere. The church is a resource. That's what it is. When they join these church groups, those church become.
But does anybody remember what churches really start? Like the whole thing in history. Yeah, there's socialism right there. They're literally collectivism.
Collectivism, and a lot of those programs came out from that. It just didn't happen like this. It was over the years and years and years. This is how it developed. Even the food stamps and everything.
You know what? I'm adding JK because he's pissing me off.
Yeah, when you look at where the food stamp started, well, that was the Methodist Fund.
Yeah, and then they basically. My thing is, so what happened was when it started seeing the whole thing about the government and everything, and again, this is just basically called an expanding tribe. That's all it is. A lot of people try to break it down to so many things and all these words, and I'm like, all right, stop complicating it. It's just an expanding tribe. Number one, literally when they came and in America, a lot of people they give all this thing to American Indians, like they were killing them. I'm like, no, they were pretty much dead when they showed up. Yeah. They actually already had a whole virus wiping them the fuck out.
Yeah.
So nobody came and conquered shit. In reality, those people were happy to see them show up. Like, could you help us with we're all dying and shit and blood?
Yeah. Well, we look at a lot of these programs, and it's just I had a thought there, but I lost it once you said JK's coming in. I got scared.
No, JK might not come in. He's too scared. RP is gonna scare. My thing is, you know what's weird? So the pressure's off. We're on RP's channel. This is why I like coming here. No, nobody knows. God damn it. How the hell is Zealous fighting? Whatever. We're here. We're just chilling. And my thing is, we got to get to a lot with what it really is. A lot of these guys, they don't pay attention to what it really is. They don't pay attention to what it is at all, and they just sit back. And I sit in a lot of these guys, and this is where it really throws me off. Because when I really found out what it is, and Trav, you know my backstory on a lot of that shit. I don't want to bring that up because I'm trying to leave that in the past. And I'm sitting like, so none of y'all had that burning anger, that burning passion. That right there, this is some bull shit. Yeah. That moment where you're like, what the fuck is all this? So, and then that moment where you start realizing, yo, I've been manipulated like hell. I've been gaslighted to hell. I need to fix my thoughts. I need to fix everything. I need to get everything in line myself. And I sit around and I see these guys come around. You got Chris Cantu with his weird ass, gay ass intros made by fucking Bullets for Trannies.
They're pretty gay, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's like, he can do push-ups. He can shoot guns. I'm like, that's some gay shit, dude. What are you doing? I used to love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, but they never looked like that. That was weird. That was weird as hell. They actually had a plot, and you just showed them doing push-ups and shooting guns. That's weird.
You're on a little kid's playground doing push-ups on a little kid's playground. Your shirt off, really?
And like even still, he changed it doing the pull-ups too.
Yeah,
he was swinging his body. It's like that's not how you do the pull-ups.
Yeah, there's some little kids over there. Mommy, there's some creepy guy over there. Please call the police.
He's got his shirt off doing pull-ups.
Got his shirt off and he's doing pull-ups on the playground.
Is that what gay porn is?
Quit showboating.
Ain't nobody. Well, oh yeah, you're talking about Chris can't do a pull-up. He can't do a pull-up. He can't do
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, at the end of the day, they don't see. My thing is, they want to be here, but they don't know why they're here. They think it's just a bunch of dudes they can profit off. That's not why we're here. Nobody.
They're really excited, but they don't know why.
Oh yeah, your boy Captain America over here. He really excited. He's got no clue why he's here.
No clue why he's here. Yeah, I could just see him walking out that playground and be like, "F you, you little bastard!" to the kid. You know, go PUA, man. The kid's like, "Mom, he's scaring me."
All right, how's everybody finding this channel? What is happening? What is going on? TV shows?
It was me. I brought everyone.
You brought it. JK came in and he's gonna just slam us all with slides.
All right, apparently JK's. No, well, Trav, we were doing good though, man. We were killing shit.
Yeah.
God damn, JK, what's wrong with you?
A lot of repeat.
Number one, no, you didn't hear the conversation we had previously.
Yeah,
This shit, we were killing it.
Did.
RP, were we killing it? That was like literally some original off the cuff shit.
I'm not paying him any attention. He says everything's a repeat.
I mean, I went ahead. You could have put a tweed jacket on me.
Oh no! I found out. Messenger told me all the tweed jackets are owned by white British women. Like literally, all the tweed jackets. They don't give tweed to Americans. They're only white British women just wear tweed all the time. Even when they hop in the Range Rovers, they're just wearing tweed jackets. And they're like, no, America. We don't get no real. All our tweed we get is knockoff. It's all knockoff tweed.
We get that cheap Irish tweed.
You got motherfuckers from like a non-existent core of IRA just making the tweed. Just to fund their whole Facebook.
Listening devices and the patches.
No, JK, number one, you're retarded. The IRA doesn't give two shits about what Americans are doing.
I gotta get that tweed.
I think they do.
Okay. Man, you just threw this all off. Damn, JK, what are you doing?
You just praised me for bringing everyone in.
No, they were going to show up anyways. I shared this on Twitter and my G.
Having surveillance on their own citizens.
All right, Trav, let's get back to. All right, can we even bring that flow back? I don't even know if we can do it.
Okay, yeah, we're out of the flow now.
Yeah, I mean, but we were killing it though, man. Number one, let's stop for a second. We do have to give ourselves props. We do be killing that shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But,
boy.
All right, that's enough.
I mean, let's be honest. When it comes down to actually keeping MGTOW where it needs to be going, a lot of people get mad, like they be talking shit. Like, yeah, you want to be a gatekeeper, and I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, I am a gatekeeper. Wait, you think that insults me? I'll gatekeep again. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, I'll gatekeep right now.
All you're doing is saying what a MGTOW really is. Not all this fake stuff that's going on right now.
Zealous, if you talk shit one more time, we're gonna add you in, and I'm gonna verbally fuck you up. Zealous, go ahead. Do it. I want to. Let me see the sentence right after the one you just typed. Go ahead, Zealous. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Go ahead, Zealous. No. Stay out of this, RP. Zealous, go ahead.
We went into the humor mode there, and with Chris Cantu and everything, and but in there's irony in the humor, and it just seems funny to us when we see.
Come on, Zealous, do it.
But that's not my sense of humor.
Smart ass.
No, he's still on it. He's actually taking a breath.
He's taking a breath.
No, because no. Well, Zealous is like he's still playing with same.
No, ZM's cool. ZM's cool. We all know he's cool.
Yeah, come on in here and knock some of those quadronics
Here,
down.
let me send him let me send him an invite.
No, Zealous. Yeah, try to see. I mean, I don't know if they want to come in. They probably just want to listen. But Zealous, especially my homeboy TB.
Yeah, see, I wanted to be in the chat because I would have been in the chat all out there and be like, "There's my
no, because eventually JK would have hopped in just to respond to what you were typing. We all would have seen it coming. Yeah, and my thing is, it's weird because
Yeah, I was eating dinner when I heard RP loses tech cred.
Oh shit!
Oh, he's gonna be the techie. He's the new techie around the water cooler.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! It's on.
SFM and I are the gatekeepers of the tech.
Right. You didn't hear about before where it was just set up all wrong, so I had to reset it up. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. It's no problem.
I'm slowly creeping up. A year ago I knew nothing about tech. Then I met SFM.
Thank you. See, TB somebody finally gives me some gatekeeping cred. Yeah, nothing wrong with vetting. Keeps the progress pure. You damn right it does. I don't do a goddamn good job at it. Yeah. Somebody tried to ask me like, yeah, well, you're not even a big channel. Like, I don't have to be. When I show up, either you fucked up, because I'm pretty sure nobody asked me to be here. And my thing is, either you're going to invite me in or you're going to block me.
Actually, what do you guys think? Do you think I should drop a link to the chat? Because I can't add certain people into the chat.
I don't give a shit. You can invite in whoever you want. You can have in whoever you fucking want.
Okay.
I don't give two shits.
I'll throw it in public. Anybody who wants to join in, feel free to do so. It's Saturday night, bro.
Saturday night, throw it on, bro.
RP keeps trying to steal my shit, but
it's too late. It was already stolen.
Accent doesn't help.
It was stolen a long time ago. Don't worry about that.
You didn't say it's cool.
Number one, TB, I don't do that anymore. Actually, HD stupid ass thinks that he's gonna get all the new channels and just do some stuff. I don't know. He thinks he's gonna do something. I don't know what HD thinks he's gonna do, but it's
gonna ask him for money.
Well, yeah, basically, he's gonna bring him in, ask him for money, and then somehow they're on an obligatory subscription fee for HD.
Well, he has a headache of filtering through all the new MGTOWs and all the fake MGTOWs, so I know it's kind of a double-edged sword right there.
I think it's funny because actually I just wanted to see how he would take upon it, and he took upon it. I'm just gonna take a bunch of money from a lot of dudes. That's how he saw it, and I'm like, all right, well that's not what you said, but whatever.
Buy crypto.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of crypto. Thanks,
some fake coins.
All right, Timothy Blaze, stop lying. That is not happening.
Danny's DIY is going hard on TFM. Is he? Danny's going hard on TFM.
Danny's talked some shit about Messenger. I don't think that's happening. No. And T Blaze, I don't know about that.
Danny's no. Danny, get it. You got that New York thing happening.
Danny, to me, as far as I'm concerned, Danny, just keep with the cooking videos. As far as your criticisms on the shit, I don't want to hear it because I saw you go at Messenger and call him a purist?
A purist.
Yeah, and I'm just like, motherfucker, what? That's not an insult. Kiss my ass.
It's not an insult. Thank you. I'm a purist. Yeah, who made the cooking video today? I seen one out.
All right, ZM, I'm gonna ask you to come in so I can go ahead and verbally beat you up because apparently you're talking about crypto as in you just think you understand some of the thoughts on why it makes no sense. Yeah, you damn right, TB. Danny DIY, that great ass cooking videos, man. That shit was great. And all right, TB, I do gotta admit, I fucked up. I was supposed to write down that recipe when I went grocery shop. I didn't. I fucked up. I fucked up bad, man.
Oh, barbecuing with Tim Blades. We haven't seen one of those lately.
Enjoy eating while you still can.
Zealous, either you hop in or you shut up. All right?
Yeah, the link is there. Feel free
We all
to
know
join
you
in.
have a mic, and if that doesn't work, literally somebody can manually add you. She shut it up. All right, Zealous. Apparently, I think he's building up to a bit. That's what's going on. He's building up to a bit, and so he's trying to do it that way. So let's just see. Let's see if there's actually a funny joke at the end.
He's gonna apply the quadronics to the crypto.
You think he's Jordan too?
He's gonna end up with 0, approaching 0.
That's what your definition of is.
Is yeah. I've been painting on my truck in the garage.
How's that going?
I paint my truck. I've had it in it all winter and didn't do nothing. That's what I needed Timothy Blades to motivate me to get out into the garage and sand. Some Mexican tried to take my grill today. I lost my grill a few. He goes, I had my grill great. It was I took my old gas grill. I pulled everything out, and then I put one little burner in there where I'd put a log and make a smoker. So I turned the burner on, light it, and then the logs would kind of smoke, and then I would just walk away, put the flame about this low, and then I'd walk away, and then 12 hours later I'd come back, and my food was like perfect. And some guy stole it out of my backyard too. I seen him riding away with it in the truck. It's like, oh, son of a scrapper.
Zealous, if you want to come on, Zealous, the reason is it's Saturday.
You come on because Zealous, actually, I have an argument for your cryptocurrency logic, and I think that you won't be able to debunk any of it because I actually have credible sources and citations on it.
Go get it. Give him a second to put the tweet on.
No, my tweet's already on. That's why I walked away.
But he only has one patch.
All right, I don't know where you heard that shit from, but you need to settle that right now. You need to let that go. You heard lies. I got 1.5.
You got 1.5. You wore a patch
still
out
just
already.
Dysfunctional.
You know, you wore a patch out. That's a badge of honor. You get a badge now.
Don't worry, Zealous. You could come in. You could talk about
badge.
You could talk about whatever. We're not gonna jump you or anything like that.
You gotta have your patches on standby. You gotta keep that shit in the drawer.
Fucking iron on. You just iron on with your arm still in it.
Wait, hold on. Is it Bitcoin like something like $10,000 right now, or how are you buying $80 worth of it?
No, he probably did it early on, and then so he's saying he made something off of it because a lot of people try to treat it like the stock market, but that's not what it is. And my thing is, Zealous, I don't give a shit about that whole thing. I was just seeing if he was gonna come in and talk. If you don't want to come in and talk, that's probably fine. I really don't give two flying shit.
We're just baiting you.
It's small baiting, that's all.
We're shining baiting you. Well, we didn't go that hard.
No, Shine is the masturbator. Wait, hold on. How does that sound?
Masturbator?
That's not what I meant. SL, don't attack me. No, don't do it.
Dude, I'm the masturbator. Oh, I blew it.
SL has an artistic sense when it comes to baiting somebody. I can't be that good. I'm sorry. None of us can. And we could, literally, we'd have more people just coming on making a fool of themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Zealous is trying to get fucking facts. He literally thinks we care about crypto.
It's kind of interesting with crypto, though, because the currency actually has no value.
No.
Nope,
the only reason banked up by nothing except for trust.
Yeah, trust, and speculation
not.
that
No. That's not actually
that they
no.
would like there's a limited supply of it, but that's not the purpose of Bitcoin
No.
and all
Actually,
this.
crypto is backed up by a value that a lot of people don't understand or never will use, and have no value for themselves at all. In fact, through the crypto, you know what the fuck word I'm saying?
Currency.
Crypto.
No, actually, crypto. Damn it, the crypto stuff and the goddamn hashes and everything. It's only backed by those who value it. It literally means nothing to the regular person at all. Literally, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, like it has no inherent value. Like it's not like buying gold.
If you understand
Cryptology.
Yeah, there you go, JK, cryptography. And hashes, then you'll understand that it has a value, but not to the regular everyday person. Yeah. It means nothing for you. Because my thing is within those hashes, here's the fucked up part, is more people are helping people to fuck up encryption.
Yeah, now if you
they don't get that part. See, my thing is they're like, no, it's currency, yeah. And I'm like, yo, you're about to fuck up a lot of security.
Yeah, if you
everybody's helping fuck up security for monetary gain. And I'm saying, like, nobody knows you're literally part of the best scheme ever. How can I destroy literally everyone's protection on sensitive anything? And how can I get everyone to help me?
Yeah, well, you know, NSA has a backdoor to everything, so.
Yeah, well, if you put into the Ethereum, the red pill Ethereum, you put $700, $800 into it now, you just lost $200 this week. That's not good.
One of the things is, nobody learned from history. Anybody remember the stock markets, the crash? What happened to those men? What they did and all that shit?
There's no roof.
Or shot themselves in the face in front of everybody. Yeah, let's not talk about the ones that we couldn't see. Let's talk about the ones we could.
Yeah, I love that movie, The Hudsucker Proxy.
That's why I look around and I say, you know what? Nobody's innocent, and you know you're not. You can say you're innocent all you want to. I know you're guilty. I'm guilty too, but I try to actually. I try to not be guilty again.
Wish I could find my crypto cash. I got like $15 I had from like when it first started, and it's somewhere on Google, somewhere my little tag is, and I can't find it.
Goddamn zealous! Would you shut up? Nobody cares.
He only spent $100.
Yeah, my thing that doesn't matter.
Well, I thought it was $80.
Right, no, Zealous.
What happened? The price keeps changing.
Zealous, you're a smart dude. All right, you're a smart guy. You can see what it is. You're not buying bullshit. You're not sitting there. Somebody's telling you something, you just run along with it. You're a smart guy. I didn't talk to you because he's good in crypto. No, I don't give a fuck about that. Because you understanding shit and you've been able to cipher shit and make your own judgment on things. Quite simple. So cut it out. Cut it out.
You put $100 today, and the lesser one is selling for 78 cents right now, and that goes up to like $984. You're in there. I mean, you're the man then.
Number one, zealous. Do you not understand how anything monetarily works? I don't think a lot of these guys do. See, everybody thinks they're gonna find this new thing where they don't gotta pay up to anybody or kick back. My thing is, everyone has to kick up to somebody. Someone's always gonna be trying to take a piece. In fact, me and Trav did how many streams we talk about that shit on, Trav?
There's a lot of them.
Too goddamn many.
Yeah, see, the fees are coming in now, and crypto hasn't been bitten by the fees yet, and that was the 401ks of the past. When I was back in the 80s, I invested in 401ks because everybody said, "Oh, you're going to be right now at your age, right now that I am now. You'll be retired. You'll have like $2.5 million and more, and you just retired."
Oh shit!
Bullshit! I lost out on 3 of those fucking things, and that's the fees. The fees ate up every single one of them. The fees are generally the stockbrokers and the guys that are the bankers and everything flying around the nations, going on big vacations and buying big bottles of fucking moat and cakes with your money. That's what's going to eat it up, and that's what's happening now. Because them dirty thieves are getting, the bankers are getting their paws in it now. They'll do what they always do. They're going to take it from the little guy.
Yeah, well, that's the way it works. Everyone kicks up to somebody, and here's the thing: what nobody gets within that saying, when everyone kicks up to somebody, my thing is you have to understand within that kicking up to somebody, that someone realizes they have leverage over you. They realize that, in a sense, they have a position of technically, it's not really power, because I say leverage because it's only leverage when you give it to somebody.
Right.
And so in certain situations within it comes down to social, human existence within social atmospheres or business atmospheres. That's why I'll change up certain things and saying, because with your family, when they're leveraged, my thing is you can't change that. You didn't accept or sign into that. It already happened. But when it comes down to like business or going to agreements, shit like that, my thing is you can change that because you actually signed up for it. How informed you were or not, well, my thing is they don't want you to be informed anyway.
Comcast.
JK, you're going to need to put a citation on that. I don't know who the fuck is Tom Gus?
Comcast.
Oh, Comcast. Nigga, don't nobody care about Comcast.
But
Oh,
you should.
At this day and age, everybody knows what Comcast and all that shit is. We all know to prepare and understand that shit. You know, if you getting Comcast cable, you know what you expect. Number one, if your bill is only $40, you know you need to keep $80 on deck to pay that Comcast.
Yes, but it's the only thing they're a monopoly. You
have bad real world experience advice. I'm sorry.
What? No, you ramble.
No, I know what I'm talking about. My thing is, I put it like this:
California.
If you go to somebody and if you go to a company and they tell you it's $120 a month, right? My thing is, you need to keep on deck about $180 or maybe $200 a month for that, because when it comes down to play, they're gonna fuck you over. Even if you read through everything, the moment you sign something, you they bitch.
Yeah.
That's like the human centipede. The apple makes you sign a contract.
It can't read. Why can't it still read?
It's like asparagus. No, not
That's
asparagus.
the reason why DDJ was such a disappointment. Because DDJ said he was a paralegal, right? And then he said he was MGTOW, which honestly, after hearing him a few times, I knew the motherfucker was MRA anyways. My thing is, he was disappointed because like this. All right, so a MGTOW who was a paralegal and decided to just walk away from that shit and go ahead and start doing his own thing, even though I pointed out to everybody, I'm like, all right, so he immediately monkey branches TFM. Nobody thinks that's a little weird at all. Period.
And man, so those paralegals, they freak me out because they got no legs.
And so my thing was, when it comes down to it, like a guy like that could actually tell you within reading certain things to understand the legal terms, how they're phrasing and how they're wording it. And so my thing is, but understand that guy works for the dark side. He wants you to go out and get a bitch pregnant and live with a bitch and marry a bitch, something like that. And my thing, he can argue that all day, but I'm not fucking retarded. See, my thing is, as far as it goes, as far as the legal wording, yeah, I really don't get the whole because there's a pre-existing understanding of why it's worded that way. And ain't no way in fuck I'm looking into all that. That's the reason why you hire a lawyer. But as far as understanding when someone's talking on a subject as themselves, I get it.
They're called a viewer.
Number one, my thing is
not a lawyer.
What I get is a lot of motherfuckers around MGTOW is fucking stupid as shit to not pay attention to a lot of things I said. Did you not hear how this motherfucker worded this shit? Did nobody pay attention to what he was saying?
Yeah, he just wants what they all want. All the lawyers want. They want you to repeat business. And sign up for that.
And my thing is, so at the end of the day, a motherfucker be like, "Oh, he's charming." I'm like, "What are you, a bitch? Shut up and pay attention to what he's saying."
Yeah, but are you a geographer? Are you a fucking geographer?
And so my thing is like, that's why at a certain Trav, you was there when I said that shit. Like at a certain point, I'm like, all right, you can call me gatekeeper all you want, motherfucker. Yeah, I'll accept the job. Fine.
I'll take that job.
So you're the lawyer, the lure of MGTOW.
I never said I understand legal mumbo jumbo, because actually within the legal terminology and all that shit, you do have to actually study all that shit to really understand it, because there's a lot of past shit that goes into it.
That shit's milk apple as fuck.
Oh yeah, it's milk apple on purpose. It's milk apple literally on purpose. And a lot of us forget that. I don't know why they don't get it. That's why I say never trust the fuck. Number one, everybody says that shit. Don't trust a lawyer. What, a lawyer's wait, you got a lawyer as a friend? Well, I don't trust your ass either.
How you interpret the law.
No,
but it's
SFM
not
is the gatekeeper. You got to go through SFM to get in MGTOW now. There's no doubt.
Oh, if you want to come through me, go ahead. Do it. Nigga, I could wake up on Wednesday night hungover at 2 a.m. and then you just try to come at me. Let's see what happens. Come at me. I want to see how it goes. Especially I'm tired and just waking up and you bother me.
Yeah,
I'm going to rub my eye and then after that just look and say, what did you just say to me? What is it about?
Just sit there and like, no, you're not a MGTOW. No, you are not a MGTOW.
Well, I just wanted to say that number one, you can't tell me how to MGTOW because me and my girlfriend, well, obviously, we don't want you around here.
Your girlfriend. My girlfriend says I'm MGTOW as fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you run off of female validation with your bitch ass. So how many times a day you talk to your mom, boy? You can't call me, boy, that's racist. Well, tell me how that's racist and then tell me how you're not a simp.
Yeah. Man, I just dick her down.
And also, go ahead and get you a Gatorade and a smoke so you can come back and get this verbal ass whooping.
Yeah. You're going to need some ointment, bro.
When I get done with you, the only thing you'll understand is that you need to go ahead and realize that all your money's gone. You probably have no money saved up. How do you know that? Well, you just told me you just banged a bitch, right? So, what money do you have again? What project are you working on? What study are you doing? Because I can tell you right now, it's none. Oh no, I'm like a I'm like a new Nico Chowski. No, you're not. Because even Nico Chowski couldn't pull through being a Nico Chowski.
It's Dr. SFM. He'd be like, okay, you know. Yep, I gotta check you for your MGTOW-ness. This is gonna hurt a little. I use 2 fingers. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Cough.
Nah, a lot of these guys are fucking retarded. They just, I think, as far as gatekeepers, they're so fucking retarded. They don't even understand why I'm saying that. I'm saying it kind of as a joke, but I'm actually being kind of serious. Because in reality, what?
Said open the gate.
JK, shout. Anyways, because in reality, MGTOW vets itself. Like the amount of motherfuckers who actually know exactly what it is and everything and what they're talking about. There's no need for a gatekeeper.
No. Eventually, someone's gonna notice that you're just an ass if you start acting like if you start talking about your girlfriend and PUA and you know how we're gonna beat the law on this. You know, it's like no, you know.
Yeah. Thank somebody for actually explaining it. Because apparently, motherfucker was like, this nigga's the gatekeeper? Who the hell elected him? I'm like, yeah, well, you guys were not paying attention, and I just snuck in office.
You know who the real gay
Wears a black hood.
I choked up Sandman at his doorstep. I choked up Sandman at his doorstep. I caught Miggy 101 while he was getting a hand job from a trainee with a gun.
Yeah, you know what the real gatekeeper in MGTOW is, and we just don't understand it? Musto 3. Must know. He is on every single new guy's video, and he's like, "You're not MGTOW, dude. Get away, get out of here." Must know. I love that guy.
No, well, I didn't run off the SPIs. They just got irritated because I was telling them how much they were simps, and they would die without vagina, and then they admitted they would die without vagina, and then they were just mad and embarrassed, and you know, after a while, it just came to the point because a lot of people don't know the SPIs tried to be friends with me. They thought that we would be buddy, and I'm like, dog, you don't know why I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you. You don't get it. You don't get it at all. You just can't comprehend. And so eventually it just got a little vicious. On their part, they're like, no, we have to act accordingly so women know that we're stoic and that we are polite. And I'm like, yeah, well, look, you little pussy assholes. I don't give a shit what you're talking about. So, yeah, it's a little weird.
It's a little weird. It is a little weird when they start talking like that. Yeah,
I'm a polite man who will go through discourse and debate accordingly. It's like, yeah, I think you're a little bitch who has no clue what the fuck you're talking about. And you need to shut the fuck up and go back to your mom's house. Wait, are you already still in your mom's house?
They're trying to present themselves to the women. That's what they're trying to do. It's not anything about making themselves better. It's just they're just trying to say, okay, well, to the women, look how good I am. That's it. That's SPI.
They realize that playing that nice guy role just gets you beat up.
Yeah. Where is our boy Latino SPI?
Oh, and I know he still's got that one fucking clip that he edited the shit out of on the front of his channel. I'm sitting there looking like, motherfucker, you realize that's not how it went down. I still have the original video. So you still want to lie?
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me much. Because you can bring your ass over and get trashed every single day of the week. Oh, but SFM, I agree with you about, what he used to say? About like 96% of everything you say, I agree. 96%. Motherfucker, are you retarded? Are you? My thing is, the people who say they agree with you with a certain percentage, those are people you don't want around you at all. You don't want them around you at all. Because I hear them like, I agree with you this percentage, and I'm like, how did you calculate that percentage off of words and interpretations? How the fuck, number one, those aren't actual things that are solidified in numbers. So you're saying you agree with me off of what? So you're saying you have a percentage that somehow you calculated. So basically every word and thing like that, hold on, so you quantified my mentality?
Like it's
through
it's
the
not like a
SPI
test.
formula maker.
It's not like a test where like there's like certain right answers, like there's like 10 questions you have to answer. It's not nothing like that.
Yeah, it is. It's like the MIB test where SFM keeps on quoting all the time, and you're not gonna have any place to paste, to put a paper.
Okay, number one, I don't quote the MBTI fucking shit all the time. JK, are you just trying to start shit?
I think so.
Yes, you do. You always quote the several times, almost every stream, several times you quote the whole "excited to be here."
Yeah, I like that.
Captain America. And that's the scene where they're doing the test for MIB.
You know what, JK? This is why sometimes it's like, all right, why did you never? All right, Trav, how many streams we did doing that quote? And he's like, Yeah, well, they're actually going off the MBTI system for evaluation off of that. I don't know if y'all knew that. Did he ever say that?
Never.
Yeah, he does. He's like, that in reality there can only be one, so that's a totally different movie.
JK is just here to try to shit on people. Whatever. And also, let's see. So T Blade says SFM ran off the Simps. Zealous Mathematician say I agree with SFM only like 17.99%.
That's all it takes to bitch slaps Sims. 17.99% of your fist.
Yeah, like that's it. Like, how many people really learn really good slap and punch technique? My thing is when you throw in the punch, my thing is you don't want your hand fully closed. A lot of people try to throw it fully closed when they're angry. You don't do that because number one, it doesn't go great with aerodynamics. So you have it open a certain sense, but it's on contact is when you close it, and you make sure you have that twisting effect because you want those two knuckles to really connect. So yeah, Zealous. Go ahead and tell me how much you disagree with me again. And Zealous, you're not getting a goddamn wrench.
I want their hammer.
No, Zealous, you're not getting a wrench. Let her go.
He wants to kick you out.
Yeah, Stain Free had one before, but I think because of what he did to his channel, it kind of messed it up, so I had to give it back.
Sorry, Zealous. Oh, I have a wrench. Yeah, but I mean, I kind of earned it. So, you know, you earn it or. All right, you disagree like 17.99%. Exactly. And you know what's about to happen to your punk ass when we find you. It's cool, Zealous. You still my boy? Somewhat.
He's gonna use the neuralizer.
Hold on. That's a myth. There are no real neuralizers. So I'm looking for them in my goddamn dresser. All right, let it go. Let it go.
There you go. You get utensils first.
I'll be right back.
We're not going to start you out with a hammer. You get utensils.
Well, in order to get a hammer, you gotta come in these chests every single time. You gotta be in the private chats every single time. You gotta be not agree 86% of the time, 93% of the time. You gotta agree 100% of the time.
My chat is broke. Broke my chat.
And if there's something that you disagree with, talk about it. Maybe on the off chance that there's something that we missed. But if you don't talk about it, how are we supposed to learn from it, right? Maybe that missing percentage is something that you're not quite understanding. That's why like all that crap, certain percent disagreeing. No, it's a bunch of bullshit. If you don't agree 100% with MGTOW, I don't think you're MGTOW. That's how I see it. You're always welcome to debate it, and I'm not gonna kick people out for absolutely no reason.
Mike Scruffle stuff. Mike Scruffle stuff.
Okay, guys, I gotta make my thing for tomorrow, and I gotta head out, and I gotta get some sleep tonight.
Okay, all right, Joe. Zealous, it's your time. Hop in.
Hop in there, Zealous, and hey guys.
Thanks.
Trav's having his cast tomorrow, Sunday, noon time, Eastern Standard Time. So check that out.
You realize you're only saying that to yourself, RP, because everybody knows it's Eastern Standard 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Yeah.
The East Coasters.
You guys take care. I'm gonna head on.
Number one, nobody wants to live in your coast, JK. If you look at the studies, more people are coming over to the East Coast because the standard of living there sucks ass.
Good.
Good. We got fucking snow here.
We're damn near allowed to smack women up when we feel like it. All right, that's a lie everywhere.
It's like insulated. It's got no gays.
In fact, in Ohio, you get to beat everyone who isn't a heterosexual male. All right, that might not be true, but it seems like it is.
You'll take some of our libtards.
Yeah. You guys take care and have a great day. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks for coming around.
Hey, nigga, it's night. You know it's night. Don't say good day. Say good night.
Good night, guys.
All right, let's get Zealous in here and harass the shit out of him. Zealous, I'm adding you right now.
Travis say top of the morning.
Now let's add Zealous in here. We need somebody to haze. Let's see.
Yeah, that's not gonna scare him away or anything.
I found his ass too.
Yeah, I'm gonna post the link again too.
Yeah, bring your ass in here, nigga. And I'm gonna add 10 feet Blaze too. I ain't seen no more recipe videos. You scared of you, dog? What? I think Rihanna's ugly.
What?
She is.
Where are you seeing that? Okay, that's weird.
What? No, I was just talking shit.
Okay.
I honestly don't give two flying fucks. You know, if you guys find like, bony, buck-tooth, gap bitches attractive who sing shitty-ass songs that, damn well they didn't write themselves. Whatever.
With a lot of auto-tune.
Yeah, with a lot of auto-tune at that. This is not going off of merit at all. Work. No, who wrote that for you? Because we all know you were never after work. Work.
She didn't even write that herself.
So tomorrow I'm gonna start my stream on the fails of Rihanna and how she never was actually supposed to be within any recording studio at all. Oh, and her habitual fails of showing her own creativity that was not hers. Now we started at a bad time. Probably should have started this way earlier.
Oh, maybe next week.
Nah, next week I got one on Saturday.
Oh, actually, next week you're running your stream next week, aren't you?
Yep.
What time did you have that for?
My regular time, 3 p.m. Saturday.
Yeah, 3 p.m.
Oh, leave Rihanna alone. Yeah, well, maybe if she can leave her own, undeserved, statue alone. I'm sorry, statuette. I forgot. 2018. Because in reality, all of her songs, you can kind of tell. One, the bitch has no clue what she's doing. Two, she can't sing. Three, as far as it goes writing, we all know it's not her. Four, she really needs to get those teeth fixed. Five,
she's got the money for it now.
She may have the money for it, but as far as that's not gonna fix the simple fact that I think that bitch has cervical cancer and herpes. Yep.
Wouldn't be a surprise.
You mean HPV?
Yeah, basically. So pretty fucked up, but truth is truth, bro. I heard that shit on motherfucking Worst of Hip Hop.
Okay, well, thanks for the hip hop update since we don't have MA anymore.
Yeah, I know he failed us all. He's not coming back either. You know, somebody told me that maybe I should just start doing chats with Yeah, well, I mean, replace Superstar with Herpes Star, a herpes spreader, or just horrible artist, period. Was number one, that's just like a big four-headed island bitch that is just going around just fucking up music one day at a time. Right? She's better off just cutting dudes and selling drugs than she is trying to hip roll on a song about some guy she swears up and down she loves. Or rather, she just gave him herpes. So, you know.
Is that why he tried to stab her?
Who knows? Man, we can't know. It's all subjective. I guess. I don't know. Well, there's no MA anymore. MA is gone. And so my thing is, I'm thinking about JB Gummy. I'm sorry, JB Gunner. He might be like a good co-host. He's similar to MA, isn't he?
I've never heard of him.
I don't think so.
White boys with hood practices, been around black people like a lot.
They're not all the same, man.
And on self journeys to, just figure some stuff out and shit.
You mean Jeff Burns?
Who the hell is Meg Myers? Does anybody even know who Meg Myers is? What is that? I don't know what you're saying.
I have no idea.
Rihanna is one of my favorite. Rihanna's not a diva. Actually, in reality, Rihanna is. Once her money runs out, she's gonna look pretty. Well, she already looks fucked up, but it's gonna be pretty funny. No, MA's not coming back, so we gotta find like basically a white boy who's in the hip hop culture.
Yeah, but even still, MA was pretty unique. It's not easy just to replace someone like that.
Yeah, unique is not an actual term understood through the human experience. If it's not recreated, then it's already re-understood.
Well, all I could say is just
MA was a dime a dozen white boy. Quite simple.
Yeah, well,
there'll be plenty more around.
Not from where I'm from.
A SoCal wigger.
No, MA was nothing special.
No,
we'll find another one,
you don't understand. SoCal wiggers are so common.
And that's it. We just got to find a SoCal wigger.
It's not going to be JK.
I don't want it to.
JK doesn't even like rap. And also, I don't think
he'll switch up the music on us. He'll really bring in that, what was it, the 80s synth pop?
No, German synthwave pop.
Yeah,
I might want to hear that shit.
Synthwave.
Any synth type music.
Synthwave is garbage. You know it is.
Ren doesn't think so, so... Well, maybe I'll go start as synth pop. Stream with Ren then.
Yeah, just stream with Ren with Ghost Wave Synth Pop. Look, all right, how many different music categories are there? What the fuck?
And LN. LN and Ren don't seem to have a problem with my music.
It doesn't matter. When I find the new MA, we're gonna literally boycott all that shit, and all we're gonna do is just share shit of hip hop, the greats, the classics,
hip hop, the horrible,
and some of the new better shit. So yeah, we're gonna share some chingy.
There's a lot of new hip hop.
I can't do it. Ah! I had it going for a while, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep it up. Oh no, but I'm thinking that JB Gunner might be a new good MA. He seems a little down with the brown. Like he's hip to black culture and shit like that. He might have went a little too into it though. I don't know if that dude's fucking around with the wrong shit. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna need an Asian co-host.
Some Jiggy Pop.
No, that sounds too much like synthwave German. I'm hard on it. It's weird. Synthwave in German are synonymous and shit, and you're like, yeah, I'm Jewish, but yeah, I like that music.
I also have German descent, so Jews are all across the globe.
So part of you wants to destroy yourself? I was waiting for that joke for I don't know how long. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I know it's not a thing, but I just I'm sorry. I'm weak. I'm weak. I couldn't help it. The weak.
It's the RP beeping. It's making you weak.
It's okay. Let's get back to actual subjects and talking points. So as far as the dysfunctional development of young men, how do you feel that as far as the assessments when you look through in your natural everyday surroundings and environment of the people you see, how do you feel that's going? RP.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I just go about my own life. I go to work, do my thing, come home.
Yeah,
relax.
that sounds cool. But okay, number one, you have to interact with people, and when you notice the physical and mental developmental state of a lot of people, what do you actually see?
No, I don't see a lot of confidence anymore. I don't see any strength of men anymore.
So you realize the first question, which you said like, no, I don't understand, and the second one, you answered part of the first within the second. So you were trying to avoid something for what reason?
Well, from compared to what I see every day to, like what I read in the paper or from news or from other sources, like.
I don't care about what you read in the paper or what you read in the news. I'm talking about your actual real life observance and perspective.
Yeah, what is he on like I said, stick with my first point. I just don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff going on. Honestly, it's not my concern.
All right, so you're trying to jump with the secondary question, which the secondary question was to lead you to actually say things about the first question. And my thing is, so you hopped immediately to go towards the secondary one because apparently that was easier to word and say than the first one. The first one was extremely more direct. Why did you do that?
I don't know what you're talking about, but like the thing is, like
Do you remember the questions at all?
What I'm saying is that a lot of instances where like I would see that I took myself out of that situation where I don't see that on a regular basis anymore. That's what I mean.
Okay, number one, you probably don't get what I'm saying or anything like that because number one, you don't take yourself out of that situation.
Oh no!
So you're saying you're a human who is not around humans. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not a thing.
I keep myself focused. I go and do my job, even though I do deal with other people.
All right, number one, that's every man. So that's every man. So you need to be more specific.
yeah, I keep things on a professional level. Like I said, I deal with people. Well, I deal with tenants a lot in my line of work. But like I said, I keep it professional. I don't sit down
So
having
you're saying that
conversations
basically you're
with
not willing
anybody.
to actually even say that you have any analysis or any just observance of anyone's social behavior or mental aptitude when it comes to involving themselves with people.
I don't bother looking because I already know what to expect. Like it's not like I just started this. It's like I've been seeing this stuff for years. When it all made sense, it's like that's when I started this is
You
myself
trying to
now.
make up me, RP?
No, why would I do that?
Well, I
Maybe
know why you would do that.
maybe you're
But
not understanding the answer.
so what was the initial question then?
Initial question was how do you see um
Uh, you find out within the initial question that you literally tried to skid around exactly the answer I was looking for, and after that you try to incorporate certain things that had nothing to do with the initial question in the first place.
well, you could ask a question again, but this is it'll be the same thing. How can I still give the same answers?
So my thing is, are you trying to put yourself at a certain position where you're basically impartial to everything? I don't get it.
In a way, actually, yeah, that's actually that's a kind of a harder question. Um, yeah, because it's not like I'm impartial. It's almost like I don't care anymore.
That's actually a lie. See, a lot of people can go ahead and say that I don't care about anything or I don't care about this. But my thing is,
Like there's
within your actions, you will actually show what your life is really designated towards.
uh
So my thing is, with asking a simple question, as in, when you notice that a lot of male apathy and lethargy and the things that are going on and certain things to be said towards other males, because I'm gonna take the age out of it completely. So my thing is, what is your take on it, and what should actually be one of the things being said? If you had a headache, then why'd you jump in? God damn it, Zealous. Oh no, no, that's Renee's.
what?
Bananas.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
Zealous.
yeah,
What
yeah.
up,
Yeah, what are
Zealous?
you looking at? I don't know what you're looking at.
You don't
But
even know how to monitor your own Hangout.
yeah, I'm not seeing Renella, so
It's not Renelis, it's
so
Zealous.
that's why I'm asking. What are you talking about?
Oh no, I thought no because my browser, whatever. But no, that's Zealous. He hopped in. I don't know. He's got a shit on mute. He's scared. He's scared. It's gonna
Yeah, but
happen. He's scared.
anyways.
It can go down right now. You can get the verbal pause, my bro.
Cause like,
Anyways,
like what I'm
so as far as
saying,
the RP,
yeah, because what I'm saying is that like it gets to a point where like I know I can't do anything. Like, uh,
I had one of those feelings earlier today. It's like, well, they're not gonna listen. They don't give a fuck. What's the point? And then I thought about it, and I kept looking back, and the main thing I thought was like, all right, so yeah, I don't have to speak about shit if I don't feel like it. I only do it when I feel like saying some shit, and I like making shit, you know, to the point. Other than that, what am I doing it for? I'm only doing it for those who will listen. Well, my thing is,
yeah,
those who will
only
listen,
for
they'll find.
those who listen.
Those who will listen will hear. I don't have to do anything extra. what would be the point? That otherwise that'd be wasting my energy and my time on that.
Yeah, because like, it's not like you're going around and you're preaching to like everybody you're seeing.
Exactly.
Your knowledge, right? Like
Why the fuck would I do that?
it'll come to a point where someone might come up to you and ask you a certain question, or they might have heard something that they're a little bit confused about. Then you could have a conversation with them.
I'll be right back. RP monologue.
Knowing they knows that we know that we know.
Sure, or whatever. But yeah, it's like yeah, like we just can't talk to everybody, even though like we would like to impart some knowledge about everything that's going on. It just does not work that way in this society. It's almost an impossible task.
Right. What would happen if everyone knew?
If everybody knew, then that'll be good. Maybe there'll be some kind of, oh, maybe not. But it's a good place to start.
Right. Well, you're already speaking in a somewhat public arena.
Yeah, but not everybody's gonna find this arena. It's like only the people who are actually looking for it would find it. That's why like a lot of the entry level guys, the people like the Sandmans, they're there just to get people to understand this information, just introduce them to the information. But
like when when SFM started the tech team hangout, I told you that how I found this was not actually looking up MGTOW. It was looking up a Linux tutorial.
All right, number one, I know your backstory, JK, with the medical stuff and everything. Shut up.
Oh, let him finish.
What?
Let him finish. Let him finish.
It said Linux tutorial. I didn't say anything about medical stuff.
Cause like we're just talking about like.
I'm saying how you can link the tech talk into a jumping point into MGTOW for the so-called new people.
Yeah, but it's up to the individual to go further through there and to find more.
Right, I'm just saying because you think that you're isolated on a social network, since the actual word MGTOW is supposedly censored, is finding it through a tree of knowledge instead of just saying MGTOW.
Yeah, I understand. I understand where you come from because I'm the same way. Like I found it through something that was completely un-MGTOW related. I found it through was it a bodybuilding channel?
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. It would probably be better if all the creators did that instead of doing what they're doing right now.
But there's a lot of people just dropping like little nuggets of information out there. Like even sometimes I run a little gameplay video and I would have I'll be listening to some MGTOW audio. So if anybody comes to check out the gameplay,
why the fuck do I hear a fucking dog?
Who knows?
Because you have a dog in your head.
So when people come around and check out some of the gameplay, they'll also hear some MGTOW content in the background as well.
Right, and I think that's better, more beneficial than just doing straight.
You don't know,
straight,
JK.
like straight discussion about MGTOW.
JK doesn't
That's what
know.
that,
He doesn't know.
no, that's what he's talking about.
Knowing that I know that you don't know that I know.
Cause like we're all on different levels on our
All right, well, I'm getting sick of this shit. How about we getting down there and talk about what it really is?
Okay, enlighten us then, Mr. SFM man.
SFM man? Wait, they made a horror film out of me? I want to see that film.
You wish. That's something I made up already.
That means somebody probably made it somewhere else. Fuck. Now I gotta hide all my goddamn... Never mind, it's not important. Anyways. Well, Zealous is in here. He says he has a headache.
He just
I
muted
think
his
that
mic.
means... Huh?
He's just muted his mic.
Yeah, I think that means he doesn't want to talk. Which is weird, because if you have a headache... Well, that normally means... I've had headaches.
Probably wanted you to stop bugging him in the chat box, and so he just joined the sit.
Well, then boot him then.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. He's not causing any harm.
Because that's number one. If you go by JK's logic, I just want you to stop mentioning me, so I'll join in, mute my mic, and sit here and listen. But you have a fucking headache. Then my thing is, number one, when I have a headache or something like that, I just don't join or do any goddamn thing.
I just complain about it.
Yeah, I don't complain about it at all. Actually, I just no.
Yeah, you do.
Name the last time.
Saying you don't complain about it to us. You complain about it to yourself.
Okay, shut up, JK. Really?
Well, yeah, it's okay. If he wants to just hang out, that's okay. There's always next time, so
there will be no next time. So after this, I'm flagging RP's channel. No, somebody accused, like literally, JB Gummer. He said the monks all we do is flag, and I'm like, no one. You can't name a single monk who's flagged shit. We haven't flagged a goddamn thing.
RP's channel will be flagged by the gatekeeper.
I'm not gonna flag anything.
Yeah, it's okay. I already have a backup channel. Don't worry about that.
You guys don't get jokes.
Yeah, well, your joke. Here's the thing, JK. The only problem with your jokes is your timing is shitty. The pause between what was said in the moments was supposed to be longer, and you
That's because you end up talking over me, so I have to wait for you to finish.
That actually holds no bearing on what I was saying. I was saying that your pause is supposed to be longer.
It's about time.
Right, you don't get comedy, JK. I get it.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
If you did, then we wouldn't be having a talk. So
yeah, well, there's many times where my timing was good, and this may not be one of them.
Well, that's okay. That's how comedy works. Sometimes your timing's a little off. It happens. It's not the end of the world. You just
it is for me.
No, it's not. You don't die from bad comedy timing. What the hell?
A little bit inside.
Comedic timing is off, bro. Make sure you divvy up the money to my kids. Like, that's not how it works. Cut it out.
A little bit.
No, there's no little bit to it. There's no little bit to it. The hell? All right. So, what's the subject? RP, reboot it back up.
He needs to beep some more.
Yeah, he needs to breathe more. You gotta let us know that he has a deep breath.
A deep breath
No,
and
that's
match
not
a deep
him.
voice.
That's not him. That's cat.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hopefully the cat's still sleeping. I left him on the chair outside.
I'm sorry. Whenever I hear a dude has a cat, I'm like, that seems so gay.
Oh well. I wanted a dog. I actually had a dog for a little while too. But
And died.
huh? No, no, no.
Uh,
No. It was a big dog, and it needed a lot of walks throughout the day, or else it'll get restless. And yeah, I remember I came home one day, and I seen a whole bunch of fluff all over the place. It's like, what the hell did this dog get into? And so I'm looking around my apartment, and then I notice one of my shoes. There's only like one side of the pair. It was like, oh no, no, you did it. So I looked all over the place, all over the living room, and I found like pieces of the shoe. It's like, oh no, 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 she didn't.
oh, RP, new game. I'm gonna send you World of Final Fantasy.
World of Final Fantasy. That is that a real game?
Yeah, it's a real. Literally, I remember I downloaded it a while back. I never installed it, and I installed that shit, bro. It brings me back like almost like when I was a little kid with Pokemon. Like when I find, like it was after the Game Boy Colors and all that shit. When I finally got like one of those the original Game Boys with Pokemon on there and shit.
Holy shit, that is
But
a
it's
real
like
game.
it's taking that with Final Fantasy and shit. That's the game I got caught up on for like a couple hours. Like, man, I'm trying to tell you, I was only supposed to just try it out for a couple minutes, just see if it was working and all that shit, see if it was a real game. I thought it was fake myself. And then next thing you know, I was in that bitch for like 6, 7 hours.
In the same world of Final Fantasy. That's a
Yep.
game you were playing.
Yeah.
You sure?
Dead ass serious.
Okay.
I know. I'm trying to tell you, it don't seem real. Like, you don't like that ain't a real game. I think they're taking shots at Pokemon and shit like that.
It kind of looks.
Sure, Pokemon.
I'm not really sure about Pokemon because I never played it before.
RP Lost Shoe.
What?
It was outside my time.
You forget South Park SFM way too fast.
Shut up, JK.
Sure, Pokemon.
Oh, that's not what you said. Really? You can't do intricate jokes with names people will forget.
I didn't forget your Pokemon. It was you who forgot your Pokemon.
Yes.
My favorite Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy 12. That was my favorite one.
I might give a fuck about Final Fantasy 12.
There can only be one Final Fantasy.
It ain't Highlander. Chill it out.
I spent so many hours on that game. It's not even funny.
Highlander the movie?
The crazy thing is, I know how many hours I spent on that game today. I'm probably never gonna play it again. I got shit to do, man. Shit to study and everything. But it just felt kind of good to get distracted by something that long. You know, just get back into one of those modes, which is the mode that I didn't realize I could get into. But in reality, it didn't mean anything. It was fun for a little while, but that was about it.
Yeah. I played games like World of Warcraft for like over 10 years now.
I think
Most
I
of the time,
installed World of Warcraft.
most of the time it was like since I was busy with other things and working, I would only spend like maybe like 2 hours max on the game.
World of Warcraft.
But yeah, like I said, I've been playing it 10 years.
Really,
on and
JK?
What? That was what people called it.
It is very addictive.
In its heyday, that's what people called it.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's weird.
But Yeah.
Well, RP started up his channel, so everybody don't be thinking about me being making a whole bunch of shit ton of streams and shit like that. You got RP now. He'll go ahead and crack your head and go ahead and give you the real dose of reality you need. Me on the hand, I got a shit ton of studies to get back to. And plus,
Yeah, how's that coming along, man?
ain't your fucking business.
Well, I'm just curious to know.
Yeah,
It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. That's no problem.
Oh, that's going all right. I just balancing that with health stuff and everything like that. Yeah, it's all right. I'm not worried about it. The thing is, I try to keep honestly, I have to keep everybody at a distance. There's nothing but toxicity on it. My thing is, a lot of guys don't get male competition and shit like that. There's still a lot of things you learn about humans, and behavior that literally that extends to your family, and a lot of people try to think it doesn't, and they try to say no, they're special. I'm like, no, they're not special. They're not different. They're the same fucking thing, and they're throwing the bus even faster because they know everything about you. And I get a lot of arguments about that, but after a while, I just don't care. Because my thing is, that's when I get the phone calls, and that's when I get the bullshit and the messages. And they're sitting there like, what do I do now? Like, well, didn't I tell you already, you fucking retard? You didn't want to hear it.
Where were you?
Well, I was sitting there doing my own shit, even though I told you already what was going to fucking happen. So it doesn't go on me, that goes on you. And that's the point where earlier today I was sitting there and I was walking past the kitchen and everything like that, and I'm sitting there like, oh yeah. The thing is, the truth is, they're not gonna listen. They're not gonna care. See, my thing is, hindsight is something that aura was literally invented for a reason. Because everyone they suspect that someone's gonna always save them. Someone's always gonna be there. They like their parents are always alive and just watching over them, just like God. And I'm sitting there like, that's not the case. You need to let that go. So whenever I start going on, the whole thing about, you got to realize that every person is just a human. That's it. They're just a fucking human. There's nothing special about them. There's no, random traits that's gonna make them differentiate from everyone else. Everyone gets a little irritated. They back off a little bit. They have a little weird look on their face, or I can hear a little weird tone in their voice. But things, I'm not telling you a lie. It's the truth. Everyone,
Lies.
you know damn well it's truth, JK. And
I'm a cyborg, not a human.
So my thing is, people get a little iffy about that and whatever. And so my thing is, that's why a lot of the young guys that come from these single mother homes, they want somebody to be special. They want somebody to come save them. And no, that's not going to happen, bro. There's plenty of times I was close to death. Didn't nobody come save me. I had to come save myself. And I know, come save yourself, that doesn't make sense. It's like, nah, bro, you got to understand. Either in that moment you going to die or you going to figure out what you need to do to live, bro. It's just one of those things. Life is pretty fucked up, but my thing is as far as figuring it out like completely, nah. But figuring out for yourself and making sure you keep yourself alive. It's one of those things. You know what I mean? Once you get it, you got it, and you good.
It's some good advice to hear is you really have to do for yourself, because literally nobody is gonna come help you.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Like you got to
That's
work
what you
on
gotta do.
you got to work on keeping yourself in shape. You got to work on eating the right foods. You got to work on studying, expanding your knowledge base.
And never pick up smoking. If you can never pick up smoking, you be the luckiest motherfucker in the world.
Yeah.
Also remember this: ain't no heroes. A lot of people always, a lot of young dudes be like, "Yeah, that's my hero." I'm like, "Yo, you a fucking retard."
Batman.
Just take from what the good is, what good that the motherfucker actually shows, and shit that you can use. Move on. Move on. In real life, you're gonna realize you your own hero. That's it. You literally your own hero. You gonna save yourself. You gonna do everything that needs to keep you afloat, surviving. You gonna be the one to save yourself from all dangerous situations. You gonna be the one that literally seek out the skills that needed to make sure you can keep you moving and whoever you feel like saving, if you feel like saving your body, shit like that. Hey man, life ain't like everybody sure says life is complicated. I'm like, well, technically yes and no. In reality, it's not. The only way life becomes complicated is if you're so fucking gullible, you think that you're supposed to incorporate everyone else into your own existence. And by that I mean you're supposed to save and help everybody else and basically maintain yourself with everybody else within your own existence. That's when it becomes complicated. But if you get the one basic fact, this is not even that hard to understand. Everybody will agree with you. You have to save and help yourself before you can do save and help them for anyone else. And the truth is, once you really go through the steps of saving and helping yourself, fuck everybody else. You help when you feel like it. You don't. It's not a mandatory thing. It's when you feel like it. When you feel like doing something for somebody else. Don't go out of your way. Don't stress yourself and all that shit. It's when you feel like doing some shit. When maybe it's like, all right, yeah, cool. I'll do that. You ain't got to put yourself in no extra crazy situation, no extra skeptical, no extra fucked up situation, no sketchy ass shit, no crazy ass shit, no, high risk shit. Fuck all that. It's when you feel like doing that. If you feel like doing that. Otherwise, you ain't got to do shit.
Or even if you get well compensated for the effort that you put in helping someone else.
My thing is, as far as it goes, it ain't obligated. That's the thing. Servitude, obligation, that shouldn't even be something that's on your list. As far as I'm concerned, like, yo, I just cut off my younger brothers. I'm like, I'm done with that shit. Nah. Are they really cut off? No. I'm just letting them feel the pressure. Because at the end of the day, it's like, all right, I'm saying all this shit. I said all this shit. But y'all think y'all smarter than me. And y'all going to go ahead and just do everything against what I'm saying. And it's not even against. It's like, so y'all like, it's just like basically like these little kids. They be talking, you can't tell me how to make TOW. It's like, all right, well, let me know how it works out without me ever giving you advice or saying anything to you. Let me see how your dumb ass fares.
Well, the thing is, like, they're not taking a real hard look at what you're actually saying and taking the good parts from what you're saying.
No,
they're just against.
Think about it. In their minds, they don't have to do that. Because in their minds, I'm always going to be here. I'm like, nigga, what if I drop dead tomorrow? What you going to do then? Who else do you got to say some shit to you? It's not gonna be all the people who's manipulating and fucking you over like I told you. No, you don't got none. You're done, son. And so my thing is, at that point, I'm like, all right, well, let me give you a little bit of cold silence. Let's see how that work out for you. I want to see how that goes. And then guess what? Everything I already predicted is exactly what's going to happen. Oh, SFM thinks he's psychic. No. Human behavior is pretty fucking predictable. So, yeah.
And it's like some people have to learn the hard way.
Let them learn the hard way. I don't give two shits. I learned the hard way. You know what I learned the hard way? You know what actually was there? It was MGTOW. No family members, no nothing. I would have been dead, lying, rotten in this fucking apartment for I don't know how fucking long. Nobody would have known shit. And nobody would have cared either. A lot of men don't get it. Nobody gives a fuck about you. When somebody actually shows they give a fuck about you, don't be a little bitch.
You have to be careful because they most likely want to just get something from you.
And I never lie when I say I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't want shit from you. No, I'll just be honest with you. I don't want no fucking thing from you. That doesn't serve my purpose in the first place. I don't want to control you. I don't want shit from you. I want you to actually live a healthy, nice life.
Yeah, that's some good advice to give out to people, men.
Nah, these dudes don't want good advice. They want somebody to tell them how to game these bitches and go out and get some ass.
See, you gotta have the bracelets.
But
well, they can get all the bracelets. In fact, I can teach you how to get multiple bracelets. I can teach you how to go get multiple wedding bands and all that shit. And then after that, you take your ass out. You go ahead and you get those multiple wives. You go ahead and do all that shit.
Yeah, but
I can show you how to do all that shit.
But that's
Yeah, you gotta get the hand
because
stamp and the bracelet and the puka shell necklace.
The thing is, after I give you that advice, don't bring your ass talking to me again. Don't ever even mention my name. Don't come around me. Because in reality, I don't want you around me. Because you're just, yeah, I'll just be honest with you. You're a pretty shitty individual. You're after short-sighted shit. And in fact, you want to serve something.
You also have to get the empty energy drink can.
See, the majority of the time, a lot of people don't get. I don't want to talk to somebody who wants to serve something. I want to talk to somebody who actually wants to free themselves from shit. So if you're all about, serving something, then, you need to go serve that. Because you already know what you want to serve. You're just trying to speak out loud about your battling with if you want to or not. My thing is, your mind's already made up, but you're just lying to me because you're speaking out loud to yourself. It's irritating. I don't enjoy it. You know you don't enjoy it, so why are you doing that? Just go do it and get the fuck out my face.
And fuck your couch.
No, man, come on.
You don't get the Chappelle joke.
Yeah, I do. I did get it, but at the same time, I ain't gonna destroy somebody's couch. That's fucked up, bro. So as far as I'm concerned, to literally all the whores, you know who you are. You know exactly where I stand, and I'm not doing any middle ground shit. I don't give a fuck who you talk to, who you think is part of whatever. I don't have that same stance at all. I'll boot your ass off. You know you got nothing good to say. If you had something good to say, you'd message that. And in reality, I'm not in the same game you are. See, I'm about talking truths and what it really is, and you were just about getting popularity and bullshit. I don't play the same game you do. See, like in real life, you out there trying to, hand out flyers and shit like that. I don't hand out flyers. I don't do no gay, stupid shit like that. You do though. I don't do that. See, you plastic, boy. I ain't plastic. Sit your ass down. You come around me for what? I'm not about to back you. I ain't about to hang out with you. Nigga, you out your goddamn mind. And as far as rep go, I get two shits about that. Because in reality, everybody know what it is. You weak, you soft, you meltable. You ain't shit. You come around me to bite. I don't come around you because I don't need to go around you. Because everything you say is garbage. You got no leg to stand on. I don't need to even. What the fuck I want to be around that type of poison for?
Yeah, what's the reason to be around that exactly? But it's getting pretty late. I'm gonna
Shut it down.
bring this thing to a close. Thank you guys for coming out and having discussion. Thanks.
Except Zealous.
Except Zealous. Well, next time I'll catch him next time. Don't worry about that. It'll be me, just me and him and JK. But anyways, thanks for coming out. Good night.